Hey everyone, Dingley here. In this video I'm going to analyze W keying strategies from this season's FNCS. We're going to cover advanced piece control, build sequences, baiting and conditioning the opponent, and more. If you learn anything, please like and subscribe. First, let's look at MSG, a pro for Sakar, who played super consistent in all FNCS stages. He was really good at his protection while building and his methods of getting walls. Going up for height, he is super protected by full boxing after side jumping. This is something you can easily practice in creative to prevent getting damaged unnecessarily. His piece control is really advanced compared to the enemy. Gets a wall piece and then places a cone through that and the enemy's stair, allowing him to secure high ground. He never double swings his pickaxe, and has a really nice suit because of swinging, switching, and charging his shotgun. Only shooting when an edit is expected, as 1, he doesn't want to run out of ammo, and 2, it's super easy to track the enemy through wood. Finishing off the kill, really good setup, placing the stair ahead of time and doesn't drop yet. Swings once from a really tight angle for the enemy so he can't counter peek, and then once the wall's one shot, he drops onto the stair to take it. He should have gone for a cone slide instead of a Mongar Classic, as the enemy was positioned towards the front of the box, meaning he phases through the stair, giving him a free shot at MSG. Once MSG gets traded, he goes up a level to heal, which is really good, because once the enemy goes for height, MSG won't lose it. I think this is a mistake a lot of people make in which they get traded while on height. They just want to rush things, and they don't bother going up an extra layer for 1 protection and 2 height control. Look at this setup once he drops down. Walls on either side for counter peek protection, and it's the top row of the right wall so he can swing from a well protected angle and distance. Once he gets the wall 1 hit, he fake goes up a level, drops down, swings and gets the wall. Here the enemy really didn't take advantage of his positioning. He could have easily gotten a free tack shot being at the front of the box while MSG was in his blueprint, instead of just running out and 50-50ing. Here in our second example we have Cash Cup Warrior who dominated in opens. His fighting was amazing as he dropped a 20 bomb in the first game. So he drops down and swings once only, insta-charges shotgun. Similar to MSG, he doesn't go for any pre-fire shot, as the enemy's in a normal position. He isn't moving towards that peanut butter edit. So he then positions on the top of his ramp. Because he got that first damage off, he's confident to take a trade shot as he won't get overly damaged, because of the distance between him and the enemy. He then pulls out the pickaxe, swings once again to condition the opponent to do a counter peek, but this movement of jumping while swinging left to make the angle more difficult for the opponent to peek him is really good. When he goes for a pre-fire shot, he insta-places a floor to prevent any return damage, which is really clean. If the enemy is in wood, it makes it super easy to track his movement. So look here in slow-mo and how obvious it is of the enemy to go for an edit. Has his blueprint out, swings left, it's an instant takeaway that he's going to edit. So that's when you should be pre-firing. Something that Cash Cup Warrior does is never repeating the same move. First he swung with his pickaxe, then charged, then he switched up to another wall. He swung, but placed a floor this time to instantly prevent getting counter-peeked, and gets really lucky with the timing and takes advantage of that by getting a stair in and then just winning his aim duel. A quick tip is this new crash pad exploit. Super easy to learn. Basically set up diagonally with 2 walls on either side of you, jump and throw the crash pad mid-jump and it'll send you to the back of the enemy's box, giving you a free shot by the time they turn around. I highly recommend carrying crash pads because they are so versatile and OP when it comes to exploiting in boxes. Lastly we have Stormfarers. What's unique about his fighting is his knowledge of the build grid and also his cone plays to force the opponent into awkward spots. Third partying is a great way to enter fights. It's unlikely the enemy is going to be 200 HP and have his weapons reloaded. Those extra seconds can mean a lot. Blocking off the loot is a way to instigate the enemy to push through emotion. And honestly guys, the simplest kills you'll get is when you play against an emotional player, as they make a lot of mistakes like here. So this amazing cone placement completely blocks off Falcon from going up, forcing him to move left into Farah's right hand peak. After he gets a tag, the enemy boxes up and he comes from the top angle and keeps the pressure out of his org, thank you to good reload management. He has really nice crosshair placement to trade damage on the enemy's right hand peak, as well as readying that phase in as he gets the wall one shot. Uses our org to get in and sprays a ramp and places his own. He prevented the 50-50, getting damaged, and now has full control and flipped the ramp when the enemy wasn't in max charge state. Look from the enemy's perspective, he was absolutely bamboozled.